We're still up on the tripod. So this bar, it says Nature's Bakery. It's a fig bar, blueberry, real fruit and whole grains. It's non-GMO. It gives you the impression it's good for you. I hope my red light is bright enough. Early, about 4:30 a.m. Having my coffee and 2 pouches of my instant oatmeal. Again, the flavor on this is, I believe it's called spice and raisin, and this is the last 2 pouches I have. But again, it's resupply day today, and in my resupply box, I think the next ones of those I have are going to be triple berry. Yeah. Hey, good morning, everybody. So I mentioned the bar. I'm getting a little more concerned about nutrition, 2 areas of nutrition, in my daily life primarily, and also on trail, but in my daily life primarily. We'll talk more about that later, because I have some questions that I'm hoping folks out there can answer about a daily diet and nutrition, especially as I age, 66 this year, so it's a concern. Hey, I don't know if you can hear, let me pick up the, well, I don't know if you can hear the babbling brook. It's been beautiful here. That's what I listened to last night when I laid in bed. Or whenever I woke up, I could hear the babbling brook, and it was so beautiful. Okay, talk to you guys in a bit. So, good morning everybody, and welcome to day 4 of our Bruce Trail 2023 flip-flop attempt. A young lady yesterday on the Bruce Trail Facebook page, and I can relate to this. I can. Of course, it's Ontario, and I get it. She said, "Oh, does that mean you're hiking in flip-flops?" Well, again, I get it. My response was, Ultra Lone Peak 5.0s, accept no substitutions. But I do get it. Even though in Canada or in Ontario, we do enjoy our hiking, for sure we do, but we're not overly serious about hiking, whereas other places, they are. That's fine. I mean, we're serious about other things that other places aren't. I don't know. Anyhow, but that's okay. I get it. So, there is a terminology, of course, a language, a lingo, a tongue, through hikers. Hikers in general. And that is through hiking. End-to-end hiking. Which, unfortunately, in Ontario is used incorrectly, by the way. But we'll talk about that some other time. Yo-yo and flip-flop. Flip-flop, just for those that may not know, is if you start a trail, and it may or may not be at the end of a trail or the beginning of a trail, but quite often around a middle section or some other section of a trail like I did. I started my Bruce Trail through hike for 2023, which is what this is, but I started it in the middle, and it became a flip-flop. It means I started at the northern end of the Blue Mountain section, and I am hiking south to the southern terminus, Queenston, Niagara. And then, at a time of my choosing, this season, has to be this season, to be considered a through hike, has to be done in a 12-month period. So then I will return at some point to the midsection, and I will then head north and do the northern half of the Bruce Trail. to complete my 2023 through hike of the Bruce. I'm doing it that way for two reasons. One is I have through hiked the Bruce. I have yo-yoed the Bruce. I have never flip-flopped the Bruce. Well, I'm doing it now. And secondly, I have some other commitments this particular hiking season. And so, just to say leave right now and spend, it takes me about 34 days to through hike the Bruce. 35 days all at once, a little difficult. But I could break it up into two halves, hence the flip-flop. So now you know the rest of the story. Good morning, everybody. Jasper's on trail and happy to be here. Well, everybody remembers the famous pickup truck. Now, I do know particular through hikers that have camped right down there. Let's take a look. And there it is. Boots on the bruceforshelter.com. May the 23rd, 22. Well, we said it last time, we'll say it again. You go, girl. God knows where she is now, hiking someplace in the world. Yeah, that is trail named Italy. Oh yeah. Don't know where she's hiking today, but it'll be somewhere. No doubt. Speaking of hiking, well, we've got, about 8 kilometers to go, maybe 8.2, 8.3 kilometers to go to get to the parking area on Highway 89. From there, we'll make the right turn, walk down the side of the highway about 2 kilometers to camp. Before we reach camp, of course, we will be stopping at one of the food places and seeing if we're in time for a breakfast sandwich. If we get that one that has the good coffee and everything, whew, I can't think of its name, but anyhow, it doesn't matter. Maybe a latte. Oh yeah, Jasper likes his lattes. Oh, speaking of lattes, at some point we have to talk about nutrition. I need help with my overall nutrition. I try, don't get me wrong. I eat fruit, I eat plain yogurt, I eat granola, bran, this kind of thing, vegetables, meat, salads, like I chop up romaine and then I'll dice up some tomatoes and mix that together with a light, just about a half serving of light Caesar dressing. I kind of like that to go with a steak or a piece of pork or a grilled chicken breast or something like that. But as I get older, I need to do better overall because I cut it back now, but junk. That's why I showed you that bar this morning. It leads us to believe it's good. I don't know if it is. I have my doubts. I want the nutritionists out there to help me. What's the right bar I should be getting? Because I hike a lot, day hikes and stuff, and you need convenient foods to take with you. So I go through a lot of those bar type things. Also, what is convenient on trail are those individual portion packs of Quaker instant oatmeal, just like we had this morning, the raisin spice, I believe it was. And they're very convenient. Add hot water to them, let them sit for a couple of minutes, and you got yourself a breakfast porridge, if you will, or oatmeal. But I know they're very high in sugar. And I'm not going to be boiling like raw oats out here on trail. It's just not going to happen. So I need help. If somebody could comment below, give me some guidelines. What kind of bars should I be eating? And this kind of thing, just to help me out a little bit. Now, 66, I just need the help. Okay, and thank you in advance. Yep. Okay. And I'm sure that information will be benefit to anybody else that may read it too. Nothing like sharing the knowledge. Oh yeah. Let's take a little moment, to answer a question from a subscriber. And again, thank you for the question. Can't tell you the name of the subscriber. He asked me this question about a week or so ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, on a comment on one of my Appalachian Trail videos. And he said, well, the question was, how does the Appalachian Trail compare to the constant up and downs, climbs and ruggedness, etc. of the Bruce Trail? Well, I answered, maybe a little curtly, but I answered, and I didn't mean it curtly. I just put down the Bruce Trail is a golf course. Okay, so first of all, we all know the Bruce Trail is not a golf course. Now, granted, we do pass some golf courses, and we even go walk through one. I think it's the Uckley Valley we walk through with the golf course. Not sure, but anyhow, definitely not a golf course. No doubt about that. I was simply trying to give a comparison off the top of my head. What I found on the Appalachian Trail, when I got home after 142 days, my longtime girlfriend says, that trail has aged you a lot. I was skin and bones, the skinniest I've ever been since I was like a kid. Well, I wasn't skinny as a kid, but whatever. I got back to the gym, started eating protein and working out again and trying to get something back. Anyhow, that's a whole new story. Goes along with the nutrition, I guess. But the Appalachian Trail, I'll give you an example of how it compares. Is the Appalachian Trail harder than the Bruce? Yes, it is. In preparation, knowing that I had the Appalachian Trail coming up, but I wasn't sure when at the time, the Bruce Trail is about a quarter of the Appalachian. And I'd through hike the Bruce. But I wanted to through hike something longer without going too far from home. So that's when I elected to yo-yo the Bruce, and that's the reason why I did it. Yo-yoing the Bruce is about half of the Appalachian Trail. Now, last year, 2022, I did 3,200 kilometers on the Appalachian Trail. When I did the yo-yo of the Bruce, I did about 1,850 kilometers on the Bruce Trail. It took me 70 days to do that 1,850 kilometers, let's say. To do that same amount on the Appalachian Trail took me about 25 to 30 days more to do that same distance. My goodness, look at where we are. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. The Appalachian Trail consists of many different experiences, not to mention hiking through 3 seasons of weather: winter, summer and fall. Oh yeah, you definitely see changes of seasons. It's a long trail. It's not going to happen overnight. But, and they all have something different to offer. But just to give you an example, way up north at the 1,600 mile marker, you come to a hostel. I can't remember the name of the hostel, but you're right at the beginning of what they call the Whites mountain range. And from there, you are going to enter the Whites. And they give you a lecture, a talk. Every day they offer a talk on hiking the Whites, successfully and safely hiking the Whites. By the way, in New Hampshire, you can buy insurance for the Whites. It's only valid for, I think, 30 days. Costs you $25 US, and it will cover the cost of the SE rescue if they have to helicopter you out of there. And it's sold by the government, the New Hampshire government. I bought it, and every other hiker at the hostel where I was bought it too. But anyhow, let me just move along with the story. At the lecture, he was talking about the Whites, and in truthfulness, this particular hiker made this sound like we were going to march to and through the gates of hell. So Jasper being Jasper, I had to intervene, and I said, sir, with all due respect, sir, everyone in this room that started at the Amacola State Park in Georgia was hiked 1,600 miles of the most grueling trail they've ever encountered. And yet we're still here, but you're telling us, or you're acting as though, treating us as though we've never hiked a day in our life. And he said, well, the 1,600 miles that you guys have hiked through some of the most grueling, challenging terrain, of climbs, of mountains, of rocks, and of pain, and of cold, ice, snow, hurricane force winds, freezing temperatures, way below freezing, hot summer days into the 100-degree Fahrenheit. He says, I agree, you have all done that to be here today, and it's nothing compared to what you are going to encounter next. That's what he said. Now at this point, one hiker got up, he walked over to the coffee machine, poured himself a coffee, walked out the front door. I later asked him why he didn't stay. He said, that guide put the fear of God into me. I didn't want to hear anymore. I'm going to take each day as it comes. I wish I hadn't have taken the lecture because it scared me too much. And I think it hindered my progress rather than helped my progress. I don't know if that's true, but I will tell you this. In the White Mountains is, first of all, Mount Washington. Now, hiking up to the summit of Mount Washington, to be honest with you, I did not find it that bad. Mount Washington, not the highest by any means, it's a little over 6,600 feet. It's definitely not the highest mountain in the United States. The Rockies are much higher, double that, and more. But it is the most dangerous mountain in the United States. I'm told, because of its geographical location and situation and how it's positioned, it has this uncanny kind of ability to push hair aloft. Now granted, mountains do that, but this one does it apparently in a special way, and as air rises it cools, of course. Well, Mount Washington creates its own weather. To give you an example, trail name, New Hampshire hiker Taylor, she was there, I think it was in April, and in April was recorded the coldest wind chill temperature recorded in the United States, and it was on the top of Mount Washington, and it was minus 102 degrees Fahrenheit. That was the wind chill factor. I mentioned that to a gentleman at the gym, and he looked at me thinking, I've obviously got my number wrong, that can't possibly be. Well, I don't know, I'm just telling you what the weathermen said. I summited Mount Washington in July. The week before I summited Mount Washington, a hiker died due to exposure. I don't know much more about it than that. With maybe a kilometer to go to reach the parking area, which is just basically, I guess, on-road parking on the dirt road across from 89. So it's about a kilometer ahead of me. I can hear the distinct sound. Vehicles, primarily the trucks on Highway 89. So, for sure, this morning progresses well. The trail right now is beautiful. It's been a mixed bag of cookies this morning, no doubt about that. Some flat, some downhills, some uphills. Good climbs for sure. Not particularly rocky. Rooty maybe, oh yeah. But right now, trails it's a climb, but it's not a steep climb. It's a steady progressional climb on a nice, wide, flat, kind of smooth, if you will, not rooty or rocky trail. Beautiful. Okay. Let's just keep pushing forward. So I went with the breakfast sandwich on a cheese bagel, sausage, egg and cheese, and my latte. I've got an hash brown coming, just not quite ready yet. So Super Burger opens at 10. Great location, great coffee, great sandwiches, great place to be. Okay, so my hash browns just arrived. Awesome. Now you have choices here. There's two burger shops, but this one I like is better. It's the only one that does a breakfast sandwich. The owner is an amazing guy, a very nice man. Across the street is the gas station. There's a Subway. Just down that road, a couple of 100 yards, is the campground where we're going to get our resupply box. I'm going to check. I know they have a pool there. It's only $20 more for the motel, and the motel, of course, has got great air conditioning. We've stayed in there before. It might be nice just to relax for the rest of the day in air conditioning. That might be nice. But you know what, we'll see. I haven't decided if I'll stay at the campground or the motel. We'll get the supply box first. I'm going to enjoy this food. We'll talk to you in a bit. After breakfast at Super Burger, we're now entering into the Primrose campground. Now, I noticed on their site map, all the tenting area is way, way, way in the back, of course. And I know it's going to be buggy, although no bugs right here. That's a good thing. They have a pool, and said it's a heated pool. We're going to check, make sure that's open. It costs about $24, $25 more to stay in the motel, the Shelburne Motel just across the way. That, of course, would have a, well, the pool is closed. I can see that right now. So I think that just made that decision. Yeah, pool is closed. I think I'm going to grab my box and go to the motel. So just sat at a table out here on the deck, waiting for the office to open. It opens at 11 at the campground. It is such a bummer. I don't know if you can see, but the pool is right there and it's empty. The pool is closed. That is such a bummer. I was looking forward to camping here tonight, spending some time in that pool. One thing, I'm not noticing any bugs. That's a positive, but I was looking forward to the pool and just relaxing here. The motel across the street is $25 more, but it's nice and air conditioned out here for the rest of the day now. Still want to shower, shave, do my laundry and everything else. I got all my supplies. Now just take a look at this. This is all the stuff I have left after I've reached my first resupply. As you can see, way out of whack on my food carry. Way too much. Way too much food. They're cutting grass behind me. And I guess residents or tourists coming and going to their units, their campers. Beautiful site, beautiful spot. But you know what? I don't know. If I stay at the motel, I can just watch TV, relax, and so on. I don't know. It's going to be 90, 92 degrees today. Would be nice, although there is a bit of a gentle breeze here in the shade. It just would be nice just to you know, relax by the pool, slide in the pool, nice, cool, refreshing. I was so looking forward to that. Oh well. Oh, I did pick up a smart water bottle, by the way, from the gas station. $4. I've sweat a lot, that's for sure. Okay, we'll get the resupply box when they open, and we'll make a final decision from there. But first I'm going to do my resupply here. We're obviously going to have way too much stuff, so I'll just give it to the folks in the store, I guess. I guarantee you they won't have a hiker box. So that's it, that's what we'll do. Okay, so I just got my resupply box. Charming ladies in there. Again, too bad the pool is not open. It's the only reason I'm not spending the night here. But you know what? This porch is absolutely gorgeous to sit on. But let's just go inside for a minute and let's just see what's going on in there, because they're learning about the thru hikers on the Bruce Trail. They want to be part of that organization. They want to offer things. They want to attract people off the Bruce Trail to come and see them. Oh, hard at work right there, look. But let's just take a little look around this office. Looks so cozy, looks so peaceful, looks so inviting. They got chocolate bars and stuff, and you know what hiker does not want chocolate bars? They've got a few basic supplies. They've got some cleaning stuff, some canned goods and so on, but I'm told that could expand into some hiker friendly kind of ideas maybe down the road. They got a cooler with some nice ice cold pops in there. They've got some potato chips, and I know over there, because I got one, there's some ice cream bars for sale. Hi girls.
Hello.
Who are you guys?
Hey.
Tell me about yourself.
Oh, well, my name is Rose and this is Lisa. Hello. And
Hi.
I've been here for 20 years. We are in a great location just off the Bruce Trail. So you know what, for all you hikers out there that would love to come and stay with us, we'd love to have you. We have tenting accommodations. You can come in and have a hot shower or a cold shower, whatever you prefer. Grab some snacks, charge your phone. Do laundry if you need to. I know some of you guys are on the road for 2 or 3 days at a time, and we have great facilities here. We'd love to have you come see us. We're in amongst the trees, so you'll feel just right at home. Hey, Lisa?
Absolutely perfect. And who are you, young lady?
My name is Lisa, and my husband and I are here at the campground. We are full-time RVers now. Painesville Travel, actually, is our Instagram. And he has a year left to work, and then we can hit the road full-time. So,
so you're going to be full-timers?
We are, yes.
Oh, I got to tell you more about that. We just bought our motorhome last year,
lovely.
but we're not full-timers yet.
That's wonderful. So we have a cabin down east in Newfoundland that will be our summer spot. And we're looking forward to doing an ATV trip across the island there, and then we'll chase the sun after that.
Absolutely perfect. So you know what? Let's face it, guys. Who could not come in and visit these young ladies, right? Oh. And they even have an hiker box. Oh yeah, they do. So for all you real through hikers out there, you know exactly what that is. Hey girls, thank you so much for your hospitality. Really nice meeting you. Yes. I hope lots of hikers come and visit you. We'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.
Safe travels.
Well, what an amazing morning here at the Primrose campground. Beautiful spot, by the way. It's just so sad. I asked them about the pool, and they're just preparing it. They do this every year. It gets drained, I guess, from the winter. It gets all cleaned, professionally cleaned and prepared for the season ahead. So it's going to be filled in a couple of days, and it'll be open in a couple of days. But in a couple of days, I'll be way south of here, which is an awful shame. Charming ladies. Whew. Anyhow, so my choice is now I've got my resupply done. I did pick up a aerosol can of bug spray, which I hate to carry, but I don't have a choice. So I'm going to use that up first, and then I'll use the small bends that I also had in my resupply pack, but this will definitely get me down to Georgetown. So let's just I guess we're going to head over to the motel, maybe take a bath and everything there. And I did speak to them. They have a room for me holding it, so I guess we'll have to do that. It'd be air conditioned. It'd be a nice break for the rest of the day. Okay, let's go. Okay, so it's called Primrose Park Family Camping. All campers welcome, including through hikers of the Bruce Trail. 519-925-2848. And they're open early in the season. May the 1st is quite early. We've got to go back up to the lights up here. It's kind of a busy intersection. So we're going to get across this road whilst we can. And then I actually come down this way a lot when I'm going from my home to Toronto, Mississauga, to visit my daughter Amanda. This is exactly the way I come. The RV center that I use is just down the road, a few miles from here, where I go and buy things for my motorhome. Okay, let's go check in the motel. Okay, my room at the Shelburne Motel. So I got a TV. I have a refrigerator, microwave, a little coffee machine, but they don't give you coffee or anything. This case, all they had available, I didn't realize that, was a 2 double beds, so they charged me extra for that. And then of course I have a nice bathtub, which is nice, toilet of course, and sink. Outside the back, well, I have a wilderness view, shall we say. So again, I would have much rather stayed at the Primrose campground, but you know what, I wanted to cool down. I've got to get all my jobs done, all my laundry and everything done, so this is as good a place as any, I suppose. Now I'm here now, so be it, and this way I can watch a movie later. Okay, we'll talk to you guys later.